Okay, so we're going to go over the vocabulary. I'm going to give you guys a short definition and then a brief explanation on each word. So the first word is charge. Now, charge is a physical property of matter, being positive or negative. Okay, so that's charge. Now, the unit of charge is a Q, and the most basic charge of an object is an electron charge. And let's go over to the next page to kind of get an idea, actually the next few pages of that. So again, the symbol for charge is a Q, and it's just a physical property of matter, just like color. The most basic charge is an electron, which has a negative charge of 1.6 times 10 to the 19. Okay? And another thing to note is that a proton has a positive charge of 1.6 times 10 to the negative 19. I'm sorry, this is also negative 19. So they both have, a proton and electron have the same quantity of charge, where one is negative and one is positive. Okay? So something to note, electrons are on the outside of a nucleus. And again, they have a negative charge. And protons are on the inside of a nucleus, and they carry a positive charge. Okay, so that's our definition of charge. The next word in your vocabulary is Coulomb. Okay, let's move this up a little bit. Now, Coulomb is similar to, it's related to our unit Q. Coulomb is just essentially just a bag of electrons, right? So 1 Coulomb is 6.25 times 10 to the 18 electrons, okay? So a Coulomb is just a whole bunch of electrons. So this is your 1 electron, this is the charge of 1 electron. A Coulomb is this many electrons. It's a very, very big number. So you would take, let's see how big it is. So we do 6.25, and then we'd move the decimal 18 places to the right. Oop, I'm too high. There we go. So 1, 2, and then that means we had 16 zeros. So 6.25, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, bam. So, you know, as you can see, it's this many electrons. It's a very big number. I don't even know how to pronounce this number. It's huge. Hopefully I wrote it right, but that's what a Coulomb is, okay? That's like our unit of charge, or SI unit. Okay, so now let's go over a conductor. Okay, so let's move on to the last two vocabulary words, which are related, a conductor and an insulator. So a conductor is simply something that allows electricity to pass through, like a piece of iron or a copper wire, which is usually what your, what carries electricity in your outlets in your house or wherever. An insulator is something that does not allow electricity to pass through. So for that would be something like what the wire is wrapped in. So usually that's like rubber, right? Because we don't want the electricity to kind of jump out or touch other wires, which we talked about in another video, short circuit. So we'd wrap it in an insulator. Paper, for example, is an insulator. Electricity does not really flow through paper. So that's pretty simple. There's not a lot to that. So a conductor allows electricity to pass through. Insulator does not. So that's it. That's a conductor and an insulator. Those are pretty simple definitions. That's all you got. If you guys got any questions, please let me know.